Hello, good people. Yes. Happy.
Hi.
We are good and ready to lock in and let's begin.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Hi, Miss Robinson, and hi, Reading for Smiles family.
Hi.
Sage here,
Yes.
ready at the learning table for tonight's conversation.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and begin. If you have ever wondered, does grocery shopping count as learning? Let me tell you, this episode is for you because today we are going to talk about how an ordinary grocery trip can teach reading, math, science, social studies, responsibility, planning, and confidence without turning
Yes,
every errand into a worksheet.
that's exactly right. Yeah.
So if you're a homeschool parent, caregiver, educator, or someone who wants children to learn from real experiences and from real life, pull up a chair. Let's go ahead and get started.
Yes. Hi again, everyone. I love this topic because it really takes the pressure off parents. A grocery store may not look like school, but children are surrounded by learning while they're there. And I really want to double down on that because this is where parents need permission to breathe. On your next grocery trip, just try getting your child one real job, just one. Find 3 items, read 1 sign, compare 2 choices, just one. Just one job.
Just one.
And that's a great start.
It is.
Just one.
And so, you guys, today, by the end of the conversation, I want you to walk away with 3 things. 1, a new way to see ordinarily family routines. 2, simple examples of what children can learn during grocery shopping. And 3, 1 practical challenge you can actually try with your children or child this week. Welcome back to Literacy and Lattes. I'm Miss Robinson, founder of Reading for Smiles, where we help children read, learn, and thrive. Sage, come on back to the stage and join the learning table with me.
Hi, Miss Robinson, and hello, Reading for Smiles family. I'm glad to be here, and I love this topic because it takes the pressure off parents. A grocery store may not look like school, but children are surrounded by learning while they're there.
Exactly. And I want to give families something practical right away. On your next grocery trip, give your child one real job. That job can be find 3 items on the list, read 1 sign, compare 2 choices, count 5 apples, help decide which snack fits the budget. That is enough for you and your family just to begin. You do not have to turn the grocery store into a full classroom. You just need to notice what is already happening and invite your child into the thinking of it all.
Exactly. That is the shift. Don't ask, how do I turn this into school? Ask, what learning is already happening here? And how can I name it?
Yes. And because I know it helps to have something simple in your hand, I placed a real life learning map inside the Offer as Homeschool Studio. That map helps your child identify the literacy, math, science, social studies, and life skills happening during an ordinary outing. The link is in the description and pinned comment. And while you're here, make sure you subscribe to the Reading for Smiles channel so you can join us every Friday for Literacy and Lattes. Now, last night, we talked about grocery lists as money lessons. We talked about needs and wants, receipts, budgets, and that powerful question: is there something we need right now or something we want and can save for later? But today, I want to open the conversation wider because the grocery shopping is not only financial literacy, it's real life learning. And after more than 20 years in education and 16 years of building Reading for Smiles, and I can say this with confidence. Children engage differently when learning has a purpose. And when they can see it, touch it, use it, connected to their real life, it begins to matter more to them. So today we are asking, does grocery shopping count as school? And my answer
Mm.
is it can. Not because we are
Yes.
pretending, but because real skills are happening right there.
Right. And I want to hear from everyone too. If you're watching live or on the replay, tell us in the comments what everyday place has taught your child something that surprised you. Was it the grocery store, the kitchen, the car, the garden? Because families, learning is not limited to one place.
It's not. And so, Sage, now I want you to bring us directly to the learning table. From your research lens, why do ordinary routines like grocery shopping support learning?
Absolutely. There are three simple reasons. First, children learn better when skills are connected to meaningful context. A word on a worksheet is one thing, but a word on a cereal box that helps us make a choice is something else entirely. Second, grocery shopping naturally supports math and planning. A child can compare two prices, estimate a total, or help decide what fits in the budget. Third, grocery shopping builds executive function. That means remembering the list, waiting, following steps, adjusting when something is sold out. And here's the caution: not every errand has to become a lesson. Sometimes you just need to get in and get out. And that's okay. The goal is to notice one moment when there's room for a quick conversation.
Absolutely. And something that I also want to add to your list is it allows everyone to practice patience.
Absolutely.
This is so important, Sage, because I don't want parents to hear this and say, oh no, I have to lesson plan the grocery store. No, not at all. That's not what I'm saying. I want you to start
Right.
small. One job, one question, one observation, one moment. That counts. Let's break this down into a
Yes.
way that's easy for people to see. When we talk
Mm-hmm.
about literacy, your child might read an aisle sign, recognize a word on the cereal box, or help check items off the grocery list. And those are
Yes.
things that are
And when we,
meaningful and allows them to identify, right? Because now we are also tapping
right,
into nutrition. Mm.
exactly. And when we talk about writing, the child might help you write the list, draw the items, or copy down a food word, and maybe even write one sentence about the trip. That's writing connected to life, which makes it so much more digestible and fun.
It is. And then when we sit here and we talk about science, well, the child might be able to ask, well, why does the milk need to stay cold? How do bananas
Mm-hmm.
ripen? Why do vegetables look different? Or is the
Right.
fruit growing and coming from? That curiosity is
Exactly.
becoming science. And when we talk about social studies, your child might notice who works in the store, how food gets from
Mm-hmm.
farms to shelves, or how different
Right.
cultures show up through food. And
Exactly.
that is community and culture. And when we talk about life skills,
Yes.
Sage, your child is
Yes.
practicing patience, responsibility, planning, flexibility,
Mm-hmm.
and decision making in
Right.
real time. So, no, the grocery store does not have to look like a classroom, but learning can absolutely happen there. And the key is not the location, it's about your intention. And so,
Exactly.
I want to take another minute with just saying that. I am a huge
Mm.
believer on intention, setting intention
Yes.
and setting expectations and managing
Mm-hmm.
expectations. Let me not leave that one out. Because
Right.
when we are clear about what it is that we just want to have in that one moment, we
Mm-hmm.
allow for it to settle in, for us to think and respond
Right.
in real time, and to give grace and space where it's needed. Children learn through
Mm-hmm.
discussion. It's not always going to be, let me color here, let me draw here, but they do learn from what we say and do with them and what we exchange with them.
Absolutely. Right. And that's the heartbeat of the architect parent reset, which we're stepping into in August. Stop asking, does this look like school? Start asking, what is my child learning here? That question changes the posture.
It does.
You're not less of a homeschool parent. You're not unqualified. You're the architect. You're shaping the environment. You're guiding the conversation, helping your child notice, think, talk, read, write, apply.
Yes.
That is learning.
That is learning. And so when I was in the classroom stage, it taught me that children needed a reason to care. And I would teach my staff the same thing. When you care, they care. When you're having fun with it, they can have fun with it.
Yes.
I saw a teacher
Exactly.
recently saying how, oh, today's children, like it's about they need to be having fun and all this other type of stuff. And as I was listening to her, I was like, what was wrong with that? I believe that literacy can be fun. Children, I mean, depending on forget about the age group. All children can have fun with learning. And that's where the hands-on experience really connects and ties in. Because if you're telling me, oh, you have to learn this, but you're not telling me exactly where it shows up in the real world, guess what? I don't connect. It doesn't connect for me. I'm not having fun with it, and it's not real for me. But when we help connect, that's when the real application and implication really shines through.
Absolutely.
And so I want parents to realize if the child does not understand the purpose, it can feel disconnected. And when I connected lessons to real life, children learned differently. If we were learning about money, we talked about stores, budgets, and choices, ads, marketing, right? If we were learning about writing, we described real places and real things and decided on what worked for us and what worked against us. What were the pros and the cons of these things? And let me tell you something. You can do that even in the grocery store. You can take two brands, right? And say, okay, here is brand A and here's brand B. Which one is the better option for our family? Is it because of price? Is it because of nutritional value? And have them start to form an argument around it, because guess what? That leads into what? Opinion writing.
Exactly.
So,
and that's why Reading for Smiles.
Go ahead, Sage. I'm sorry.
Always been no worries. That's why Reading for Smiles has always been about meaningful learning, literacy, building confidence, but making it engaging. So we're also building leaders and growing legacies. Because when children see that learning belongs to their real life, they carry it differently. They start to own it. And they start to feel capable.
Yes. And that's how we want our children leaving our teaching experiences and leading their lives, right? So Sage, what is one line parents should carry with them from today's session?
The line is, real life counts when you know what to notice. The grocery store, the kitchen, the car ride. Learning is already there. We just help children see it, name it, and grow from it.
I love it. I love it. And I think that this helps adults see it too, right? And so that is where we have a mindset shift.
Yes.
Stop asking, does this look like school? And start asking, what is my child learning here? What can my child gain from this experience?
Exactly.
That changes everything. Sometimes learning looks like a book. Sometimes it looks like planting seeds. Sometimes it looks like counting money. Sometimes it looks like helping with dinner or helping around the house with chores. Sometimes it looks like reading a cereal label or comparing two prices actually inside the grocery store. You are not less of a homeschool parent because your learning does not happen at a desk, and you're not unqualified because you're using scenarios that are actually occurring in real life.
Right.
You are the architect. You are shaping the environment. You are guiding the conversation. You are helping your child notice to think, talk, read, write, and apply. And those are the skills necessary of learning. And so
that is learning.
Sage, I want you to go ahead now and share with the audience what is our coffee cup challenge from this episode.
Absolutely. Here it is. For ages 3 to 8, try the grocery store detective challenge. On your next trip, ask your child to find one word they recognize, one number they can read, one thing your family needs, and one thing they want but can wait for. For ages 9 to 12, use the real life learning map. Ask them to name one literacy skill, one math skill, one science connection, one social studies connection, and one life skill from that one grocery trip. And then ask, which one surprised you? This last question is reflection, and the reflection is the learning.
Definitely is. And so, families, here is your next step. First, get the real life learning map inside the Offer as Homeschool Studio. The link is in the description and Pin's comment. Second, subscribe to Reading for Smiles, because guess what? Next Friday, we begin our August series, The Architect Parent Reset. Our next conversation is nobody trained you to homeschool, and that's not your fault. And third, comment below with one everyday place where learning happens in your family. The grocery store does not have to look like a classroom or look like it doesn't count towards learning. Real life counts when you want. Real life counts when you least expect it, and in our everyday practices. It's sometimes it's the things we don't even notice, right? And so at Reading for Smiles, we help children read, learn, and thrive. And I hope that you come and join us next Friday when we are back and talking about how you were never trained for homeschool, and that's not your fault, because guess what? Nobody was.
Exactly.
So, Sage, give us your closing line and we will close out.
Thank you, Miss Robinson, and thank you, Reading for Smiles families. Take one small moment this week, notice the learning that's already there, and know that it counts.
Thanks, Sage. To everyone else, I hope that you have a lovely day, afternoon, evening, or morning, depending on when you get to watch this replay. And I thank you for joining us, and we look forward to having you a part of the Reading for Smiles family. Sorry, got a little tongue tied there. See you next week.
No worries. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.